brings me back.
Welcome to Hades, oh doomed spirit.
I mean, this hand's kind of great. I'm gonna mulligan the Wind Rider. I think anytime you have a fan, you mulligan the Wind Rider, because you kind of don't want her till you're in overflow, because otherwise just like making a thing with the fan is better. And I think it's typically correct here to make a 2/2 and crack them. I guess we could just play Little Dragon Nanny. Yeah, maybe that's better. I have a different. I want to get her down. She makes something that has Intimidate, which means it can only be killed by direct. It can't be attacked by things directly. The opponent's archetype does not have a lot of ward units, so Vigilant Detective's ability is not super useful here, so I think we're gonna bin that one and make our 2/2 a Storm. Have you liked Ramp Dragon or Aggro Dragon more? I've definitely preferred this as my favorite build of Dragon stuff. This is a good line from the opponents. The opponent's definitely the control deck in this matchup. So they're using their Shadow Cemetery proactively here to clean my board out, which is smart.
Made a narrow escape. Recurrence. I need sleep.
Apollo, Heaven's Envoy is nice. Gets to clean out these skeletons. Something you want to make sure you do pretty proactively in decks like this is use your Evolves to push damage. So I'm going to go ahead and just get this in as a deal 2 damage. And then obviously there's a possibility that if they can't kill this, it turns into an extra 4 damage. And in a perfect world, we're just going to go ahead and activate these every single turn to push damage from here on out. Although this turn, we might be using it to kill their 4/4. I played a 3-drop. I couldn't make a 2/2 last turn. Making a 2/2 costs 3 energy. Discard the extra 2 here. Honestly, we play the Lionheart out. I'd be right to play the Lionheart out here too. So I didn't play the Lionheart out last turn because I didn't want to give them the option to kill it, and they would have killed it. So that would have been bad. I think I'm evolving this and just continuing to push damage.
Witness my kung fu.
Because now I have the Draconic Berserker ready to blow stuff up if we need to next turn.
You would take my hand. It's really heating up now. A gentle heat burns within me. Recurrence.
I leave the rest to you.
Upon the wind rose.
So we're going to use our extra energy here to get the fan engaged. I think I might want the Vigilance Detective next turn, so I'm going to go with the extra Strike and Newt. I'm going to go ahead and evolve this one, which cleans their board. Oh, I guess I don't get to attack them with it, though, which is sad. They're 1 turn off of Cerberus, which could heal them a good chunk. Yeah, Medusa's an option this turn, but you gotta understand, games with bigger decks like this have more variance in them, so like, you can't just always assume your opponent has their best possible card. Assuming your opponent always has their best possible card is a good way to end up very sad. Yeah, now they're dead if they don't have Cerberus, yeah. Because this does 5. And then we've got Bruce here in hand to clean up for 6. I gotta play the detective out here too. That's another thing they have to answer. Beans, thanks for the over 2 years. Welcome back, Fredwick. Thank you for the 91 months. That's such a long time. And 6 through 2 years. I was off a few weeks due to the PoE season. You have a video talking about this game and how is the Dolphin experience in Shadowverse. I haven't run the numbers on the economy because I'm being honest. If I'm being honest, making economy content for card games is very frustrating. I'll sit down, it literally takes me hours, and then people just tell me they don't care and their vibes are good or bad. So I've pointedly decided I'm just going to make gameplay content for this game and tell you the economy feels fine. It's very typical CCG card game. There's booster packs, there's a dusting crafting system. Shout out to Bruce for closing that game out. He's a lovely shark.
This brings me back.
Those ephemeral dreams. I'll bind them together.
Alright, we're playing against Dragoncraft. We're going first. I'm gonna mulligan these 6s. Well, we basically always want a fan in this deck, but we're definitely keeping our 2-drop into 3-drop. Ding! Thank you for the 3/4 of a year. Welcome back. The game is definitely more comparable to Magic the Gathering or Hearthstone than any of the other games I've played in recent memory. The core rules are relatively similar to Hearthstone. You play units, then you either attack units or their face, and you win the game by running them down. To set a low bar, the economy in this game feels much better than Pocket. Unironically, Pokemon Pocket has the worst economy of any digital card game I've ever played from a spending money perspective. I don't want to speak to the free-to-play experience. I'm not free to play in any of these games, but in terms of stuff I get for the dollars I put in, Pocket is pound for pound the absolute worst. The fact that their crafting points are set specific. There's no pity system for opening rarities. Like, it's just like really rough top to bottom. This is a good play by them dropping this out. It really makes me pump the brakes. I think we're just playing the Berserker here as a 4/5. We're not attacking into this, I don't think.
Sleep.
So when this evolves, it deals 4 to something. So I'm not killing anything else with this, which is a little bit sad, but I am getting to clear the path to get a little bit more damage to their face.
Dons their mask.
One of the things I've actually been really impressed with when it comes to this card is not only its effect, but also what its breakpoints look like. Like the 6-7 stat line is like a pretty good set of number overall. Fusing up into that's a little annoying. So this thing deals 3 to my board at the end of every turn. So that one's definitely gotta go. I gotta decide in what manner is it going though. I think it's Little Dragon Nanny. And then we evolve her, because when she evolves, she actually gives us another little baby dragon, and then we'll play a Vigilance Detective out here. We're not in a great spot with our lack of a fan. We really would like to be able to be discarding things to put storm units out. Second one of those is tough nut.
Possibility.
Walrus Gumball, thank you for the 14 months. Appreciate it. Oh, I think I just have to clear their board here, unfortunately. They're gonna hit Orcus Energy next turn, though, then we're probably cooked. I can crack them for 5 with the Wind Rider this turn, and then she doesn't die. She doesn't die to this. And then I'm taking 9 on board. Can I ever kill them next turn? I have draws that let me kill them next turn, right? Is this crazy?
He gave me direction.
Like, this is the line.
Eat my vapor trail. Full speed ahead.
I think it's this. I think it's just say you can't kill my 5/4. Say you can't kill me. This has Intimidate because we're an overflow, meaning they can't attack it, so they need a bullet for my Valentine here to clean it out, most likely.
Eat my stardust.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
It's okay to feel sad. Activating
Yeah, double game against us. And they have that, and the heal too. Just cooked. Unable to get under them this game. A lot of the good decks in this game are very grindy, and if you're gonna play an aggro deck, you just have to accept that sometimes you're gonna hit a spot like this. You're like, all right, we can't grind this one out. You win fast. Decks like this are pretty efficient laddering decks, not because of win rate, but because you both win fast and lose fast. Wins are quick, but when you're fully pushed out of a game, it's also relatively quick. Ooh, treasure chest.
This brings me back.
We have much to discuss.
Does the Shadowverse ladder kind of account for gameplay? Kinda. I think I'm gonna full mulligan here because I really want a 2 and a fan. So you get a small bonus for games being longer, but playing more games quickly is definitely better. You say this game is an upgrade from Bucket. I think this game has a lot more tactical depth in terms of its gameplay than Bucket. As is the case, things aren't typically strictly better or strictly worse. They're just different.
Is that a jingling purse I hear?
I see.
I'm gonna do this and hit their things for 1, and then I think I'm trading. I think I'm clearing one of their things for a point.
Excuse me.
This is the kind of game where your legs might fall asleep if you play on the toilet, unlike Snap and Pocket. See, I actually don't think that's a fair comparison to Pocket, because Pocket's round timers are so incredibly excessively long that it actually frequently has games that last 10 plus minutes. So, I think that's actually a mischaracterization. It's accurate that this game is not as snappy as Marvel Snap, but I don't think it's a remotely fair comparison to say that Pocket actually plays particularly quickly.
I need sleep.
And in as a huge plus point for this game in and of itself, this game has one of the best round timers of any card game I've ever played. I think the individual round timers in most card games are excessively too long, and this game does not fall into that trap. Alright, so we're definitely using the fan this turn. There's a question of what am I using it on? I think it's the Dragon Strike. I think I want to keep the Lionheart Ward to clean out something big. And I think I want to keep the Olivia so we can super evolve her in something else next turn. Let's evolve this.
Protect our liege.
This land is both cradle and grave.
Yep, so I assume they're gonna super evolve here. This lets them kill 2 things.
Sire, nothing but vice.
What currents?
So this has Intimidate, meaning they can't attack her directly. Do I die to Orcus next turn? Yeah, I die to Orcus next turn if I don't kill this thing is the problem.
All will pay tribute to my black wings.
One strike fatality.
They have a lot of removal. That's not true when my card has Intimidate.
I'm busy.
It is what it is.
I lost my strengths and gained a heart. Let down the guard.
I don't miss.
I want to be
Yes,
heard.
puppets are bad at dealing with Intimidate cards.
I need sleep.
I see.
GG. Do I have lethal? Oh, Olivia is lethal. Holy crap.
Fly forth into an endless sky.
That's so clutch. Okay, so we play... It took me a second. So we play her. We discard this. And then this has Storm. So then I evolve this, which makes this a 5. And then Olivia, when a super evolved thing kills something, it does 1 to them. So this does that, and then this is 8, and this is 5.
I won't give up.
So again, The intimidate keyword on our dragon here was huge. Can't be attacked. The puppets live or die by being able to attack with their units.
I suppose that was a good warm-up.
And then that game was a good example of understanding my role in the matchup, right? Like, I took a pause and I asked myself, okay, are we dead to Orcus? And then we counted, we're like, okay, we're dead to Orcus, so I have to kill the 8/8. And then they had the Orcus, which would have killed us, and then we found lethal through it thanks to the Olivia. Here's the deck list for people asking in chat. I'm going to take a brief pause for the cause to let some adverts roll. If you're new here, I always just stop and chat with chat for a minute so people that are watching ads to help support my content don't miss any of the gameplay. Appreciate everybody hanging out. We got plenty more Shadowverse coming up this morning. Don't go anywhere. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you tap the like button. Appreciate the folks that do that. It's a free way for you to support my content on that platform. And the YouTube channel's partnered. We're monetized over there. So have an advert on the YouTube side as well this morning for the first time. This is why I like Olivia on this list. Sometimes it's extra reach. Yeah, honestly, that was really impressive. It kind of makes me want a second one of her. Is it crazy to split? Is it crazy to split the Dragon Newt with Olivia 2-2? Hey, Horkichigo, thank you for the 3/4 of a year. Welcome back. I kind of want to split these 2-2. This card gets so clunky, and one of the downsides to having more expensive things is like they can get gummed up in your hand, but we have like 3 Fan and 2 Ruby. BKU Hacks, thank you for the 5 years. Appreciate that. Welcome back. I'm gonna try splitting those 2 after that last game. That sounds very, very reasonable. I'm over and great. The Runecraft deck is definitely the one of, if not the strongest in the current set of things. The previous folks had mentioned that the original Shadowverse typically did balance passes once per month. I wouldn't, if they do that in this game, I wouldn't be surprised to see Kuan or Ann and Gray get touched. Hit the battle button, shall we? You want an Orcus, Derv? I think Orcus is a pretty reasonable card.
This brings me back.
Love the Fan on the opener. Honestly, Strike of Dragon Newt and Lionheart Ward are also really solid against Swordcraft. We're obviously going to mulligan. I think you basically always mulligan the 8 out of your hand in this deck.
Help is here.
To the shores of victory!
I think I'm just cracking them for 2 here. I think we're banishing the Dragon Newt.
Stay close. Protect our
Crack
lead.
their face.
Help is here.
To the shores of victory! Not all is lost.
The currents.
Their archetype does not have a lot of wards, so I don't really need the extra effect from this. Go ahead and just keep binning here.
Stay close. Protect our
Just
lead.
keep binning. How easy or difficult is this game to learn for someone who's not played any card games / Pocket, but hit top 100 ranked in Pocket? If you ground enough to be top 100 in Pocket, I think you'll pick this game up just fine.
Currents.
I think the game has a lot more going on than Pocket, but you were assuredly playing Pocket at a high enough level that I don't think you'll have a hard time with this at all. I have a few decisions to make here. I could Berserker and clear their board, but I kind of like saving this to deal with bigger things. I think I might just bin the Lux Fang and crack them for 3. And then I have to decide, is it worth burning the Dragon Newt on one of these? Probably not, because next turn I'm likely to play the Draconic Berserker plus the Strike. Oh, you know what? I probably was supposed to evolve and hit them for 2 extra here. Yeah, I think I should have evolved and hit them for 2 extra. Would have put this to 5. Which would have also made it more defensive.
I will provide cover. Let me aid you.
Lightning!
Understanding is the first step to conquering. The currents!
Alright, we need our mage here. That is not the mage, gamers. So next turn, this can clean out the friends. 6, 10. I might just take a 7 ball here. I think I'm just gonna take a 7 ball. I'm gonna kill this. Do I play the Searing Dragon Newt out? I guess I'm not gonna live to use my evolutions anyways. I'm gonna use this to buffer my life total a little bit. We'll kill 2. Basically spending a card and an Evo to do this, but we're probably not gonna live to use 4 Evos this game otherwise, so. Next turn, the Super Evolve on Draconic Berserker clears the battlefield out.
Reason.
To the shores of victory!
So we're gonna take 5 here.
I leave the rest to you. I swear by this very sword!
Down to 11. And then I have my extra energy point here now, so I can activate the fan as well here. So we'll get to go Draconic Berserker. The Super evolves to deal 4 to everything. And then we'll get an extra point. We're going second. We'll engage this. I think I'm binning the little Dragon Nanny at this point, because the 1 point from this Dragon Newt might really matter. We'll hit this, which then hits them for 1 because it's super evolved, and this hits them for 2. And then I have the Blackwing Dragoon plus Storms from here and 2 evolves to hopefully push this last 10 points down.
Because it let me aid you.
Young Paragon dons his strike.
I really need one of our 3 copies of the deal 2 to everything, or deal 1 to everything. Probably means we're cooked. I think we're just dead, yeah. I mean, people commenting that my opponent's deck is really good against ours. Like, if we hit our card that deals 1 to everything, it's like not really a big deal. Like they had 2 copies of their thing that swarmed the board, and we had 0. I have 6 things that sweep. I think people are being way too results based, because just for clarity's sake, they drew 2 of their things that flooded the board, and I drew 1 of my 6 copies of things that cleaned the board back. Like they're one shark away from dying if we draw on parity things that clean the board versus things that flood the board.
This brings
A lot of puppets this morning.
We have much to discuss.
Definitely full mulliganing this handful of clunky 3s and 4s, looking for fans and 2s and 3s. This is a really, really bad hand. No fan and no ruby to smooth it.
Watch where you spit the fire!
Aggro decks are definitely more at the mercy of the quality of their opening hand than decks that are looking to go long.
Never forgive.
Not terrible. That's a good pickup, letting us clear their 2 for 1 and get more pressure on the board here.
Change doesn't scare me anymore. Looking for a spark of inspiration.
We're killing this
Leave it all
turn.
to me.
I think I'm giving up a point to kill it.
I'm busy.
Seems
Am I
worthwhile.
stronger?
The young paragon dons his mask.
They had to bullet. They had to bullet our intimidator. Now the question. I think they're supposed to burn and evolve and eat a 2/2 here. Yeah, this is smart.
Tomorrow's gonna burn even brighter.
I leave the rest to you.
Staff. Well, this is better than drawing another 6, I suppose. We're gonna evolve this, kill this, and hit them for 4.
My star is
Dude,
the star
watch
of
the
power. Leave it
thingamajigs.
all to me.
The truth is close at hand.
This being at 4 health is also a big deal because their mech deals 3 to everything on our side of the board at end of turn. So if they decide to put Omega out here, they're not going to get to clean that. They're going to have to.
Follow me.
They have both.
This might hurt.
Oh, this is temporary. So they're cleaning our board out here, and they're gaining 3, but these are going away here.
Seems like I've overlooked something.
Fan is a little bit late, but not the end of the world. We have Blackwing Dragoon here.
All will pay tribute
We could go
to
ahead and I think we evolved to push damage here. This gets it out of that 3 damage range, and it forces them to have another way to kill it that's not an attack. This has Intimidate.
This land is both cradle and grave.
I don't miss.
Super Evolve.
Ambition,
I'll remember you.
nothing but vice.
What if we ban, discard Lux Fang, get a 3/3
Stay close.
or
I'll
3/2,
you may.
and then I can evolve this
One strike
and crack them for 6.
We're out to protect our lead.
And then I can play Detective's Lens to let us strip ward off of an Orcus thing. And then next turn, I could go Olivia, make a fan, super evolve the Olivia and this, and strip.
Eat my stardust.
Trajectory.
Oh, they have 2 heals.
Activating auxiliary engines.
Yeah, I was playing around Orcus. Realmia. Realmia probably means we're dead. I mean, the opponent's deck is just the build of Portalcraft that's good against aggro. Their deck is really bad against the better decks of the metagame, and it's good against the aggressive decks. This deck's Runecraft matchup is abysmal. I don't think we have a way to not be dead, right?
I shall earn freedom even for you.
I'm here to spread the love.
This lets me kill their two big ones. So this leads me not dead on board.
Even fate shall follow my lead.
Listen
Dead to a lot, but not dead on board, and they still have their two kills, so. The writing's usually on the wall when you have to start killing their stuff instead of killing them. I guess they're out of super evolves. Yeah, they only have 8 damage. They get like 0% chance we die this turn. Famous last words. Can I engage this if there's nothing with ward out?
This is not the end.
I can, yeah. I was thinking about board space considerations.
Dear, I would give anything.
Yes, chat sounds pretty confident. It's about 50-50.
Ouch.
Only ransom I take is blood.
I see.
No evil shadows on my law and order.
Law and order. That's a good one.
Stay close. Protect our liege. This kitten's got claws.
Kind of assume they're just gonna play out another one of these 4/5s organically.
Curious artificer dons their mask.
They're not. Okay. Yes, you can use a fan without cards in hand, which might be relevant here. I don't think they're close to meching. I think I'm binning the second fan here.
Stay close, Otohime.
A little kindness goes a long way.
Protect our liege.
Oh, I know I'm dead to the Striker artifact if I don't kill something.
I see.
That's fine. We are probably cooked anyway, but we should. At some point, this game will add the feature where I can see cards in their hand that we know are deterministically there as an extra reminder, but we should know that the Striker artifact gets us. Dragoncraft. That's a rare breed.
This brings me back. I long for sights unseen.
Like I said earlier, I think you basically always mulligan Wind Rider when you have a fan. Earliest you'll need her is turn 6. Yes, unironically, literally the only quality of life feature this game is missing that other games have is the ability to see cards deterministically that you know are there.
Let's play a game. Let's play a game. Same time tomorrow?
I leave the rest to you.
I think I'm pretty happy with that exchange.
Seek protect our
Crack him
leash.
for 3 here.
Dogwood staff. Awaken.
I think I could just play this. It gets me an extra body, makes this one bigger.
Kindness goes a
Dragon
long
feels
way.
kind of middling. So this is a lecture I haven't given in years. But it's a good one for people who are not used to traditional TCGs to hear.
Fellowship.
Traditional aggressive decks like this have a strong emotional bias against playing them. Because when an aggro deck like this wins the game, it wins quickly by running its opponents over. And when it loses the game, it tends to lose really long, drawn-out games. So if you go, let's say, 5-3 with an aggro deck on the ladder, there is a very real chance you spent more time playing, losing the game in the 3 games that you lost, than you spent time playing winning in the 5 games that you won.
Forest guard dons his mask.
Don't look away.
Fellowship.
Like this is a perfect example, right? Like how long did it take me to lose that last game? And now this one took us what, like 4 minutes?
Witness my kung fu. To grant
Any last words?
This is new.
Yes, and the inverse of this lecture is true for mid-range and grindy decks, which is why you'll see people play them, is you could go 1-2 with the control deck, but if the 2 you lost were fast and the 1 you won, you spent 25 minutes winning the game, you're like, oh, I feel great. I played 40 minutes and I went 1-2, but I spent 25 minutes winning and I spent 15 minutes losing, even though your record was negative. And this isn't to say that aggro decks are automatically good and going to have bad records, and control decks are going to be good and have good records, and control decks are going to be bad and have bad records. But it is to say you can't just run on vibes when you're evaluating, did the control deck feel good or the aggro deck feel good, because there's this extra psychological component in play.
This brings me back.
This will be over.
All right, we're playing in Sword, and I have Apollo in my opener, which is one of our best cards this matchup, and I have a Fan to start, which is our best card everywhere. All right, triple Apollo. Giddy up, Cowboys. 2-drop. 2-drop. Oh, we're so good at this game. We're so good at this game.
Most who take the high road wind up dead.
I leave the rest to you.
Definitely keeping the newt.
Stay close.
Sorry, the fire newt. I guess I discarded a different card with newt. It's him.
Most who take
How's the matchup against Dragoncraft? How good is your opponent at drawing, what's it called on curve? Did they draw their Anid Gray on curve?
Stay close. Protect our liege.
Always. They're probably not good. Generally speaking, what's better, going first or going second? It depends.
Reason.
At your service. service.
The currents!
I'm here to spread the love.
Too slow.
What? Think I shine too? At your service.
I yield.
There are definitely exchanges that favor my opponent.
We fear the dark because it let me aid you.
Roar, oh thunder!
Understanding is the first step to conquering.
That being said, we have second Apollo here.
I'm here to spread the love. Ah!
Will I have enough time to Olivia this game? I think the answer is no. I think I definitely want the extra Apollo long term. I definitely want to push damage this turn.
My kung fu.
What? Think I shine too brightly? Listen up.
Protect our liege!
Left foresight.
You talk a lot about the dynamics between aggro, midrange, and control, but what's the word of wisdom you've got for the aggro versus aggro matchup? Understand who's the beatdown.
The currents!
At your service.
You need to be able to correctly identify when you need to be able to correctly identify when you're killing them versus when they're killing you. Speaking of when they're killing you, can they kill me next turn if I hit their face? They can do 10, 11, 12. They can storm for like 3 more. Do we fan plus Ravishing Dragon Dude? I don't think so. Oh, the dog always attacks twice. It so does, doesn't it? That's awkward. I need to keep Apollo for Amalia, right? Okay, I have to discard her.
Close, Otohime.
A little kindness goes a long way.
One strike fatality.
Live, let me care
Protect
for
our
you.
liege!
I don't love discarding Forte here, but I have to. Oh fuck! They don't have a play point. Oh, I'm so dumb. They don't have a play point. I really wish they would just get rid of this when it's no longer there instead of graying it out.
Forth into an endless
I'm gonna lose this game because of that, aren't I? They healed. Might be in trouble anyway.
Even fate shall fall to this blade. Ah!
The currents!
How could you?
Remember when I discarded my Olivia instead of my Apollo? Peppered Storm remembers.
Seek protect our liege!
Trifle.
Full hand versus almost out of potential gas. Again, I really can't emphasize enough that that's such a perfect encapsulation of the things that don't matter. Like we're not playing a grindy control deck. We're not measuring our position in a matchup based on how many cards I have in hand versus cards in their hand. You know what the best card advantage in a game like this is? The best card advantage when you're playing an aggro deck is killing your opponent while they have 6 cards in their hand. You have 0 cards in your hand and you kill them while they have 7 or 8, 9 cards in their hand. That's like a 9-for-1 gamers.
Pierce through the heart of darkness. By my blade.
Forged in steel.
What currents?
Good.
We're not dead on board. We're not dead with that drum.
Against steel. Too slow. Give me a challenge.
Stay close, Otohime.
Not to the
It's so unfortunate that we've got them to 7 and not 6, because 6 means that Bruce is lethal. I just obviously have to kill her.
Choose this to be my
And they
legacy.
have, we're dead to Owlbear. Always dead to Owlbear. With them being at 7, I think we're out of outs. Oh, you know what? If they don't kill us, our Forte is potentially game winning, because her plus the staff.
Because it let me aid
Does
you.
that lock it up? I think that locks it up for them.
Let this be the war to end all wars.
Stay close, Otohime. Stay close, Otohime.
Bruce top deck was not lethal, right? Because these have barriers from her evolving. Right?
My apologies.
Protect our liege.
This kid just hit our face next turn.
You don't stand a chance against me.
Stand proud. You earned this.
Is that an emote? I assume that's... I don't actually even know how to emote my opponents. Can I turn those off? I'm pretty sure there's a turn off emotes option in the settings, right? Human beings are dickheads, but this game is nice and lets you disable that. Disable display other users' emotes. No thanks. How lovely. Imagine having a video game that lets you opt out of being harassed while you play it. Couldn't be Marvel Snap.
This brings me back.
We have much to discuss.
You're salty. What a weird take. And that just really epitomizes why people are so toxic. I say, well, I feel kind of harassed while I'm sitting here thinking of my opponents emoting me, and then someone's like, you feel salty. It's just like, I just didn't enjoy my opponent needling me while I'm trying to think through my turn, and then I opted out of it. People like that are always telling on themselves, right? They're like, well, they think of that interaction as salty because they like to harass people. Very... Stuff like that is the types of things people wouldn't do in real life, right? The classic Titan quote, some of you are too used to not getting punched in the mouth for things that you're saying.
A little
I'm busy.
Yeah, there actually aren't a lot of emotes in this game. It's not remotely like Snap. People love the emotes in Snap. I think I've had people do that before when I'm sitting there thinking sometimes, but like I've played well into the double-digit hours of this game so far. It's barely happened, so like definitely a much different experience than Snap where people do those all the time.
Let me care for you.
I think I'm probably evolving to push damage here, yeah? I think I'm throwing Apollo back. I'm gonna throw Fire New back. I might want Apollo later.
Jingling purse I hear?
Oh, that's a great draw. And yeah, I'm gonna evolve to push damage here.
Love is light. Let me care for you.
Now the first kind of check for cards they can have in their hand here is, do they have one of their 5s that lets them drop copies of artifacts into play? If they have the Doom Right that evolves, they're probably in a pretty decent spot. Resurgence is like annoying, but not the end of the world.
How could you?
Trajectory calculated.
I really like this Evo for my opponent here. They are correctly identifying they just need to stabilize their life total at all costs. This is a really good heads up evolve from our opponent here.
Steel against steel. Witness my
I think that's a play that
Just dead beckon.
a worse player probably misses. You can't take your Evos with you. If you die with your Evos unused. It doesn't help you out here.
This land is both cradle and grave.
Yep.
This might hurt.
Ambition,
I need to clean my board out here. So next turn is the Orcus / Realmia turn. I don't have a lot of artifacts for Realmia though.
I shall earn freedom even for you.
There's one copy of Bruce. Heck, I'm throwing back Apollo at this point.
Is that a jingling purse I hear?
This puts them down to 8. And if they have Orcus, it'll be their last super evolve, which means their subsequent Orcuses are less scary. Oh my goodness, them bulleting our card here is incredible for us. That is not the start of
Be over soon. Scalpel.
Thanks for the business.
Alright, so Forte is lethal. Little dragon Danny. I think I'm saving the Super Evo for now, right? Shark is 1 point short of lethal. It does 6 and the Super Evo does 7. I think it's Hit. Kill this little dragon Danny. Hope to kill next turn. So I don't want to burn this super Evo yet, in case that way I have it as a burst if I draw a storm card. And they didn't have a good way to clean up our big thing last turn, so I think they're gonna need to limp through getting Kid off the field here too. Oh, they top decked Realmia.
I got smoked.
This should set us up to, is that lethal this turn? I think it's lethal over a couple of turns, but it's not lethal this turn, right? So I think it's this, discard this. I think I want to kill the Ominous artifact here. I think I play. Well, do I? No, I probably just do max to the dome, right? It's probably just the full 5 upstairs. That way, if they heal 3, they still die to Bruce. Because they're out of a play point. And that makes them need to heal 4 or more. No, I changed my mind.
Dons his mask. Too slow. Gaze at the stars.
This is better against Sylvia, which they still have 2 of. This is better against Sylvia, because Sylvia would get them to 7 otherwise. This still leaves them dead to Bruce. It means they can heal for 3 to not be dead to the shark. But yeah, cool. We played around that one.
And grave.
I don't miss. Why seek to fall
I leave the
from
rest to you.
paradise?
Recurrence!
Only ransom I take is blood.
Looking for a spark of inspiration.
Do they have their big thing? We're actually dead to... We're actually dead to Voltron, yeah. Because of the super evolve. Even without the super evolves, actually they have 10 plus 10. They have 20, 23 this turn.
Never forgive.
Well, them attacking the shark is good for the home team.
Dude, watch the thingamajigs! I lost my strengths and gained a heart. Let down your guard.
Trajectory. Calculated.
I want to be heard. Let down your guard.
Alright, 2 sharks, 1 in 12.
I see. Good.
Ah, so close, yet so far away. GG opponent.
Stand proud. You earned this.
Down to that. Back down to the Ruby. This deck's okay. One of the people that was grinding infinite amount of points, I think they posted, I pulled it off of Twitter. I think they posted they hit like some point record grinding this inside of Masters, because again, playing decks like this are good for playing lots of games quickly. I think we went a little bit less than 50% in this session, and in the previous games where I was playing it off stream, I went a little bit above 50%. So right about break even with it. It's fine. I think the bigger cards with ward and the controlling mid-range stuff is a little bit overtuned this expansion, or these decks are maybe missing their one tool short of a full toolbox. I think if you're looking to get games done quickly, this is a fine choice for that, but I don't think this is like a good tournament deck that's good based on power level. I would wager the person who got up to the most points on the ladder is probably just playing a pretty unholy number of games to get there.